So hello and welcome to Learning the Gathering. I'm bringing you something a little different today. This is the first time that I actually appear in one of my videos. Usually it's a gameplay video. If you subscribe to the channel, then you would know that. Um, as always, I like to start my videos by saying thank you. Thank you for tuning into the channel. Thank you for the support. I appreciate every view. I appreciate every follow and subscribe. Every like. I appreciate everything. So thank you guys so much. Um, yeah, so today we're bringing you something a little bit different. It is an unboxing. Unfortunately, it is not Modern Horizons 2 that just dropped, and I do plan on getting a box for you guys soon that we can open up and check out. But today I have for you a Kaldheim pre-release box. Don't really know what to expect. When you're somebody like me that's just starting out, just getting your first Magic cards, you're happy to get them from anywhere. And opening packs and opening boxes like this are experiences. They're always good experiences. Hopefully, I hope nobody ever opens a pack and is, pissed off by something that they get or something. But yeah, I'm really not picky about where my cards come from, whether I have to buy them as singles or buy boxes like this. Just adding to your collection is always a fun thing to do. So without further ado, let's open this box. Actually, what I will say is there is one card in all of Kaldheim that I am actually hoping that we pull from this box. And that is honestly probably my favorite card in all of Magic. If I really have to sit down and think about it and pick one, it's between Lures, which I love a lot, and this card, and that card is Valky, God of Lies. It's a modal card, so on its backside it is Tybalt, Cosmic Imposter, and they cost about like $15 just for one copy, so if we can manage to pull one from this box, I would be very happy. So let's crack this thing, let's crack these packs and see what we get. Also, what I will say is most people just crack packs when they do unboxing videos or crack a pack videos, and they just like sift through the packs real quick. If I find any cards that I like or that are worth mentioning something about, I will actually stop and talk about the card for a little bit. So I just like to go a little bit more in depth. When I watch videos like that and they just sift through the cards, I really kind of wish that they had some input as to what they're getting. So yeah, let's go ahead and get this thing open. Trusty knife. Alright, so that is the art on the box. A little bit of art on the side here as well. Nothing on the back. Alright, so the D20 that comes with it, obviously, the 20 has the Kaldheim symbol on it. I actually like the way that these dice roll. We got a 5. So there's that. And now for the promo card. There's that beauty. Battle Mammoth. It has trample, and the text is, whenever a permanent you control becomes the target of a spell or ability an opponent controls, you may draw a card, and you can foretell this card for 2 and 2 green mana. So, not a bad way to start. So, how fitting is it that the first pack has Tybalt on it? I really hope we draw one. As always with these pre-release boxes, you get 6 booster packs. We'll get to those in a second. There is an arena code for, again, 6 Kaldheim packs in MTG Arena. If you play that, you can redeem that code and get 6 packs in the game as well, which is always fun to do. That'll also give me packs to open when I do my gameplay videos. If you watch You know that I like to open a pack at the end of those videos, so there's 6 more packs right there. Building a pre-release deck is what these things are. Nobody really cares about that too much. We usually just throw that aside, but not bad little art on that one, so maybe save that for the history books. Pack number 1. Alright. There's our little token creature, Elf Warrior. Here we go. Can you see that? There we go. And I'm showing you guys first, and then I'm gonna look through them and see if there's any that I want to make a comment about. No, that's a nice one to have. Nice little saga. Another saga. I don't think I've ever used either of those. And there we go. So now I'll just look through them real quick and see if there's any. The Raven's Warning. I do like to have a null. It's always good to be able to counter an artifact or enchantment, especially if you're playing against people that like to use stuff like Banishing Light. I know Banishing Light is something that really gets under my skin sometimes. Jarl of the Forsaken, that seems like a cool card. Alright, so far, no Valky. Pack number 2. Okay. Here we go. Saw it coming. And look at that. Nice little foil card there. I actually like Jogger Helm, so I guess that'll be the first card that we actually dive into a little bit. And Jogger Helm says, when Jogger's Helm enters the battlefield, you may pay 2 and a black. If you do, create a 2/2 black zombie berserker token, then attach Jogger's Helm to it. And it obviously, equipped creature gets +2/+2 and has menace. So that's always good to have, especially if you do pay the 2 and a black. You get a 2/2 body to equip it to. Obviously, when you equip it, it gets to be a 4/4, and you get menace. So that's always cool. It's nice to have a foil version of it. I'm definitely going to use that in one of my decks. Let's keep the search going, shall we? Pack 3. This marks the halfway point. So chances of getting Valky are getting lower and lower as we go on. But we're going to keep our spirits high. So, here we go. No! We're gonna keep that in there. A nice little blooper for everybody, since I don't know how to edit yet. Oh, there we go. So, one thing I will say is that I don't have too much experience with Kaldheim cards, so I probably won't have a lot to say about these cards. These Snowlands, I've never used them, not even in Arena, so it's good to have a couple in my collection now. So that's always fun. Doomscar. Destroys all creatures. And you can foretell that for 1 and 2 white. So a little bit of board wipe. I've never used crew vehicles either. Like this one. And what it does is you crew this one for 1. Usually there's a crew and then a number, which is to crew a vehicle, you tap any number of creatures you control with a total power of 1 or more, because this crew number is 1. And that's how you crew a vehicle. You tap a creature and its power goes towards that crew number. So if you crew 2, you just tap a creature with 2 power and that vehicle is crewed, and now it comes onto the battlefield and you can use it like a creature. This one, when you crew 1, it has vigilance and a decent little body for 3/3. So not too bad. Obviously it's not hard to crew a vehicle if the crew cost is 1. So, pack number 4. There we go. We're dipping into the last half of this batch. And I feel it. I feel Valky coming, right? Pause. I don't know what this is. You can use this card to represent a double-faced card. I'm not sure what the function of this is, but I'll look into it for sure. Quick glance, I don't see any double-faced cards. Here we go. That's a card that I would use. Another Snowland. So, to go back to the card I said I would use, Fearless Pup. It has first strike. It is a 1 red mana. So you put this out on your first turn. And it has Boast for 2 and 1 red mana. And that boast is Fearless Pup gets +2/+0 until the end of turn. So it'll turn into a 3/1 if you use the boast card on that, the boast cost. So you would attack and pay the 3 mana cost, the 2 and a red, and get that effect, turn it into a 3/1 with first strike. So it's kind of pricey just for a 3/1, but it has its uses, you know. So 2 packs left. Chances of getting Valky, not looking too good. Valky is a mythic, so that's what, 1 in every 30 boosters. We have 6 here. So let's see what we get. This and 1 more pack. We have a nice little treasure token. Useful if you get Goldspan Dragon or something. So we start with Undersea Invader, 6 mana. Nice 2/2 body. I've gotten quite a few sagas. Oh, 1 more. Nice. 3/3 body, has flying, and foretell for 1 and a blue. Foretell it for 1 and a blue, then your turn you may pay 2. No, never mind. The foretell cost is the 1 and a blue, so you cast it at a later turn for that same cost. During your turn, you may pay 2 and exile this card. Okay, so what happens is in your hand, you pay 2 of any mana, exile this card, and then you can play it at a later turn for the foretell cost, and for that card, it is 1 and a blue. So later on, whenever you're ready to cast this card, you pay the 1 and a blue, you get your 3/3 body with flying. I like foretell. Foretell is a fun mechanic. You can want to cast a card, it could cost too much, foretell it. Pay its cheaper foretell cost and, you know, rock and roll. Alright. Dwarf Berserker, 2/1. Quick sift through. We did get a modal card. We got a two-faced card. Two-faced. I'm not gonna tell you what it is. Another one. 2 Fearless Pups. Always nice to have a fearless little pooch by your side. Giant Ox. No little boys here. I think this is the 3rd copy of this card that we've gotten in this box. That's creepy. Let's look at that. A big mouth, is those giant teeth coming at you to swallow you. That's creepy. And oh, nope, not there yet. There's the modal card. Alrund, God of the Cosmos. And on the backside, whoa, real quick, Woodland Chasm. On the backside is Haka, Whispering Raven. So, Haka is the cheaper side for a 1 and a blue. And it has flying, and whenever a Haka, Whispering Raven, deals combat damage to a player, not their creature, a player, straight to their face, you return it to its owner hand, then scry 2. So you attack with Haka, get 2 points of damage to the face, if you're just attacking straight up. You do your 2 damage, Haka goes back to your hand, and then you get to scry 2. So a little bit of, quite a bit actually. You do get a lot. You get to do damage to your opponent, assuming that they can't block it. You get to scry 2, and you get the card back in your hand. So it's pretty cheap to cost. You can cast it multiple times during a single turn. So yeah, we got a modal card. We got a 2-sided card. Wasn't Valky. Let's look at the other side. Alrund, God of the Cosmos. Legendary creature god. Alrund gets +1/+1 for each card in your hand and each foretold card you own in exile. At the beginning of your end step, choose a card type, then reveal the top 2 cards of your library. Put all cards of the chosen type into your hand and the rest into the bottom of your library in any order. So obviously the last part of that effect works well if you're running like a specific, like a tribal deck or something, like all merfolk or, stuff like that, all ox or whatever. Because if you're running just a bunch of random cards, then it's kind of hard to tell which 2 are going to be at the top of your deck at any given point. Unless, of course, you have Haka and Alrund on the field at the same time. Two separate cards, obviously. You can attack with Haka. It'll go back to your hand. Scry 2. And then Alrund will obviously... You'll put those cards into your hand at the beginning of your end step, because you'll know what 2 cards are at the top of your deck, and you'll just say, oh, it's this card, boom, you're right, get them both back in your hand. +1/+1 for each card in your hand, which is alright. It's a 5 mana cost, so if you're playing it on turn 5, you might not have a lot of cards in your hand. But also a +1/+1 for each foretold card you own in exile. So every card that you have foretold currently, that you currently have as foretold, will also give a +1/+1 to him. By the looks of it, though, as you cast those foretold cards, he will lose a +1/+1 for every one that you cast. That's how it looks like it's written. Because it's not an enter the battlefield effect. It just says he gets +1/+1 for each card in your hand and each foretold card you own in exile. So as you play cards and as you cast foretold cards, those counters will actually come off. So for a 5-mana creature, I'm not sure that's an effect I want on it, but Haka's side seems pretty strong. So that is the unboxing video. We unboxed the videos, we cracked the packs, we didn't get Valky. So it looks like I'm going to have to pay $45, give or take, for the 3 copies that I need for my decks. But that's life. So that brings us to the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you enjoyed seeing me for the first time, putting a face to the person putting out the content, putting a face to the voice that you hear during those gameplay videos. If you like the content, then feel free to subscribe to the YouTube channel. I'll post links in my videos from now on to stuff like my Instagram and Twitter accounts. If you want to follow those, I post on those daily as well. So starting with this video, I will post those accounts in the subscription so you can follow those as well. I appreciate all the support. I appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule to watch my videos. The quality is not that great, I know, but you gotta start somewhere, right? Yeah, you gotta start somewhere, and if you're waiting for everything to be perfect, then you're it's counterproductive. You can't wait for everything to be perfect, for you to have a studio, for you to have all the knowledge of editing videos and all that stuff. Like, just start somewhere, you know, get the stuff out here, get a following. Maybe people will like you regardless of how your videos look, and, you know, just grow from there. This is a journey. I'm not, you know, some primed and polished, like, this is my first YouTube account, you know, so, like, you know, you live and you grow, and I want to take you guys on that journey with me. So we're starting from the ground floor, building up, and I hope you guys like to follow along. So thank you as always, and I hope you have a nice day.